lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lizzie and I post a lot of beauty related content on YouTube. Today I feel like I'm just non-stop reviewing Revolution releases, and that's what I'm doing today. I am reviewing the new Creator Revolution palette. This palette retailed for £20, I believe. If I'm wrong, I'll put the actual price there, but I believe this was £20. But before I get into that, let me just say that this video is in collab with my lovely friend ALIX, who you will know that her name on YouTube is Makeup with ALIX Kate. Like, literally, she has so many Revolution reviews, and if you really love Revolution or affordable makeup, she dupes high-end makeup, then you're definitely gonna love her channel. So go ahead and watch her video right after you've watched this one. Subscribe, tell her I sent you. I can't speak. Tell her I sent you. But yeah, she is reviewing the more colourful Creator palette and I'm reviewing the more nude palette. Now, I must admit, I really don't understand the concept of the new range. So they've got a new Creator range. You've got a brow slick, a base, you've got all sorts of different items. I think like hydra liners, like a pastel palette and like a normal palette, more little pigment pot things. There's so many different items in this range, and I just picked up the palette. Now, I know they did like a TikTok competition for people to win, and it was like to become one of their creators. I don't know anymore like what it was for. I don't know if this is like in conjunction with that. I really don't understand. But they brought out a new palette and it's called the Creator Revolution Palette Nude Rain. It is in one of their tin packaging, which is just not my favourite packaging. It's part of their Forever Flawless range. They're always so hard to open. And then this is what the palette actually looks like on the inside. Yeah, it's really nice, and I love that in these palettes, even the colourful one, I feel like there's so many mattes. Like, literally, you've got two shimmers on this side of the palette. You've got this shimmer and you've got this shimmer here. You've got one shimmer in the middle here, and then these are both mattes. And then you've got 6 shimmers up here and 6 mattes. So this is a really heavy matte palette, which I really love. Like, I feel like they've just been pumping out shimmers. Okay, we know it, you can do a shimmer, but let's see a palette with more depth and more colours and more mattes, and this is what I feel like this palette is. So I'm just going to go ahead and swatch this for you, and then we'll get into the eye look. Okay, so I have swatched the palette in the worst way possible. This is the left section, the right section, and this is the 3 big pans in the middle, and these are the softest swatches I have ever come across in a Revolution palette. Like, they are ultimately so lovely to swatch. The only dry colour I feel like was this pink colour, and then you see this second shade here under the yellow, that was more of a jelly formula, and then we had this shade down here. See that little sparkly shade? That was a little bit more like of a pressed pigment, with a bit of glitter particles in it. Particles, I sounded a bit posh then, didn't I? I am not posh. It's the most softest palette I have ever swatched, and I am really excited now to get into this look. I really feel like I want to do like a neutral pinky burgundy type eye with like a really nice bold, like this shade here on my lid. So yeah, base, eyebrows, and I'll be back. So I'm going to start off with this shade here in the corner called Camera. It's very dusty. The mirror is so big, I love it. Oh, nice, I like this. Now I want to go in this shade here called Transform and just put that a little bit below that shade. I'm going to use the same brush. This is a Nancy large blending brush. Next shade to deepen it up, let's go in with this shade here called Competition. This is getting very autumnal. Next, I want to take Pageant, and I want to just put that in the outer corner. I'm going to take like a Morphe M562, a nice blending brush for this. These are so dusty. As soon as you put your brush into it, it's just dust. I'm really loving the blend. It's blending so well. So I'm just going to tidy up the edges and put some cut crease canvas on. Okay, so cut crease is on. It's higher than usual, but I feel like a lot of people have it this high, and it's just me that gets a bit thingy about putting cut creases high. So for the lid shade, I told you I wanted to go in with this shade called Glamour, didn't I? Let's go for that. Again, I'm using the 234 Jessup Luxe Smoky Brush. I feel like these brushes just work the best over a base. I like to put a layer down quickly to set the base. And to be fair, I don't even know if that's what you're meant to do, but that's what works best for me. It's such a gorgeous shade. There's a lot of fallout with this palette. Look at that. That is such a gorgeous bronze shade. I feel like I shouldn't have gone too bronzy, but it's fine. It looks good. We're going to go back in with Pageant down here and just blend out the edges. Okay, all blended out, and now this is what the eyes are looking like. I'm really super happy with them. I'm just going to go and complete the rest of my makeup off camera, and then we can like go and do the under the eyes and the brow bone together. So yeah, I'll be back again. If you hear little noises, my dog is actually on my lap right now. What are we thinking? I'm loving the lip. The lip is actually ColourPop Mamacita and Love Life by ColourPop. So I do love a good ColourPop lip combo. Now let's go under the eyes, and I feel like taking, my dog will actually sit on me today because she's been semi-limping a little bit. She has like feet problem, but she won't like jump off and run away and try and sit at the door. Now that she's like literally a bit not in pain, but like a bit not herself, she will sit on me. She's like a child. When she's ill, she wants me. Okay, in a corner, no, let's do under the eyes, and let's go in with the shade Sink. And for inner corner, we have to go in with this shade here called MUA. You know what I'm so happy about? That Alex is doing colourful and I'm doing kind of a neutral eye, because it's kind of like, I said to her, like our roots. Like I'm a very neutral, loving person. I try colour, but then it gets to a point where I'm like, I'm so bad at colour that I'll just move back to the neutrals for a little while until I get a bit more inspiration. I think I've seen like a little sneak peek of her look. I've tried not to look at the look too in depth because I like being surprised when I do collab videos. God, my dog is boiling. She's making me really hot. Oh, her breath stinks. My dog hates dog treats, so and her teeth brush, so if anyone can help me with what to do for her breath, greatly appreciated, because she stinks. Okay everyone, this is the completed look. What is on my face, just to let you guys know in case you're interested, I've got my Sculpting Bronzer by Revolution Pro in Baleo, favourite bronzer. Then I've got Bitten by Beauty Bay Blush, and then I've got Wisp Highlighter, why not? You know what's on my lips, Mamacita and Love Life by ColourPop. And lashes are Roxy. I'm using the Maybelline Sky High mascara. Got my usual base, Honeydew Me Up, and Conceal and Define. So yeah, this is the finished look. Now let's talk about this palette. I am super impressed. Yesterday you would have seen that I reviewed the Forever Flawless Old Butterfly palette, and I really just didn't like that palette, but this is a bloody keeper. I absolutely love this palette. I love the colours of it. I don't understand the concept behind this just yet, because they're creating products for what I feel like is people that are very creative. However, I thought it felt like it was to do with their TikTok competition. I don't know, don't quote me on that. I'm very confused by everything, but I love the palette. I love this, like I love the colour. I don't love the packaging because that's just me. It's very personal when I say that. I do absolutely love the colour story. I love that there's so many mattes in there. It's just a load of variety that you can use. Like everything works so well. I didn't have an issue with anything, like not a single thing. This was just a dream, just an absolute dream to play with. And I'm incredibly happy to have this palette. £20, if it is £20, I believe it's £20. I would pay that again. I do have like a 20% discount code that I use, and then also I always use points, so I never will pay full price, but £20 for this palette, this is something I would spend £20 on. Like if I really love something, I will spend the money on it, and I really love this. This is absolutely gorgeous. The shimmers worked so well. There's so many different formulas, but every formula performed well. The putty, the normal metallic formula. I haven't used like the pressed kind of glitter type thing because it's still a foil, but it's got a little bit of glitter in it. Haven't used that, but the matte's blended out beautifully. The colour story is lovely, and I would reach for this. Just like the Forever Flawless Timeless palette, I would reach for this quite a lot as well. There's a lot of depth to this palette, and you can create so many different like neutral, burgundy, autumnal, winter looks with this. I'm so happy to have it. I will be getting a colourful one at some point, but because I'm absolutely like having FOMO at the moment for not having that palette. Please go and check out Alix's look. She is so creative that I know she's like knocked it out of the park with this look, and I'm so excited to see what she's created. And I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe down below, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye.